Hey everyone, it's Yasmin Woodland and welcome back to my channel. I will be recapping Teen Mom OG Season 8 and Episode 7. So it starts off with Leah explaining to her bus driver and to her teacher that her chest started to hurt. Now, Gary's wife is explaining the text message and saying that it could possibly be panic attacks that Leah is having. So Gary says that if it gets any worse, then they will definitely take her to her pediatrician. Now, also, Gary says that he doesn't want to categorize Leah too early and he doesn't want her to think that she has anxiety just because Amber does. So it pans over to Amber and Christina and Leah, and they are all at the nail salon, and Christina explains the whole ordeal with Leah having her panic attack. So it's kind of crazy because Amber asked Leah how many times has it happened, and Leah looks at her mom and says, well, maybe 8 times it's happened. And you should have seen Amber's face. Amber looked like she literally wanted to just rip Christina's head off because she did not know that Leah was experiencing these panic attacks, everyone. So she was just like, why wasn't I told this? How come you or Gary didn't call or text me? Like, this is so serious. And Christina, we need to figure this out because we need to have more communication in regards to that. Also, it pans over to Amber, and she is just expressing to Andrew that she is just so upset that she was left out, that Leah was having these panic attacks, and she is just so afraid for her because her panic attacks started around that same age where Leah is, and that she doesn't want it to be hereditary, and she doesn't want any sort of panic or anxiety disorder to affect Leah. It pans over to Tyler and Kate, and Tyler gives Kate a little oil for Mother's Day. So this was like a Mother's Day episode, and Tyler takes off to go see Butch and his sister to celebrate his sister's 1 year of sobriety. Now, his mom is also there to celebrate and to be there. It's like a ceremony that was going to happen for the sister, just to celebrate the fact that she is clean for an entire year. Now, they also explain that Butch says he does not want to be there because no one was there when he was sober, and he feels left out, and that they aren't too sure why Butch is acting that way. And come to find out, Butch is actually back on drugs. He is relapsed. So the family is just kind of sitting around the table and talking about the text messages that Butch had sent her. Butch explained that he will not be there for her during her ceremony and to have a great time, and that he hopes everything will be good for the better, and that she said that she's not affected by it. And Tyler said he's not affected by it either because he looks her dead in the face and said, I don't need a dad. So anyways, it pans over to Macy, and Macy is actually spreading, raising awareness for PCOS, and that's polycystic or ovarian syndrome. And a lot of women deal with that, which is cysts that can get on the ovaries and cause so much pain. So she was in Washington, D.C., raising awareness towards this entire PCOS ordeal. She had a lot of people there, and she was actually also there to get signatures to raise money for funding for research, which she actually got approved for. And that's Macy just celebrating, saying, yay, I got approved, so there can be funding for research in regards to PCOS. It pans over to Corey and Cheyenne, and Corey is taking little Ryder to the museum on the weekend, and he explains that for Mother's Day that he is going to get Cheyenne some flowers, and he kind of makes a little joke, and he says that he's going to get Taylor some flowers too for Mother's Day because she has been so great with Ryder. And I thought it was just so funny because I don't know, I feel like maybe he just wants to get her flowers so she doesn't feel left out or whatever. But anyways, I love the fact that, Corey is co-parenting with Cheyenne, and that Cheyenne is actually giving Taylor the benefit of the doubt. Cheyenne expresses that Taylor sends her a happy Mother's Day text message, and that she doubted that Taylor was mature, and she is happy that everyone is getting along. So it pans over to Ryan, and he explains that everything is well, and he is just so happy that he's out of jail and he doesn't have to deal with a lot of people. They ask him, his mom and Mackenzie asked him, like, how's his anxiety, and he says he's doing better, and he says he's just so excited that he's off of probation. He doesn't have to deal with any of that stuff, any legal stuff, any law stuff. And the thing that got to me was that his mom says, yeah, well, maybe you and Mackenzie can finally have a honeymoon. And I'm just like, a honeymoon? Like, they haven't even had their honeymoon yet. So that is, in a nutshell, Season 8, Episode 7 that occurred on Teen Mom. I just picked out the main points that happened. And I just want to say, in regards to Tyler, I'm glad that he is just manning up and that he is just not going to pay Butch any mind, because he knows that Butch doesn't want to change for the better. I'm so proud of him that he was there for his sister and her 1-year sobriety. I'm glad that Cheyenne and Corey is co-parenting and that they're getting along with Taylor. I think that's amazing, and I think that Taylor is good with Ryder from what I have seen. In regards to Ryan, I am happy that he is no longer in any legal troubles, and I hope he can just focus on being with his children and his kids and getting his anxiety, under control. In regards to, Amber and Leah, Gary and Christina, this is like a really sad situation. If Leah is experiencing any sort of anxiety, I do think they need to take her to a pediatrician, because maybe it could be hereditary. I do think Gary is in denial because he doesn't want to look at his little daughter and say she has all these issues like Amber does. So I really hope that they can all get that situated. And that was the entire recap. And in regards to Macy, I'm so excited that she's like bringing awareness to PCOS. I know millions of women that have PCOS and they suffer from it, and I know infertility can happen because of that. So thank you all so much. That is the recap, a really quick recap of Teen Mom Season 8, Episode 7. Let me know what you think about this recap. Comment below your thoughts. If you are new here, welcome, and you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. As Jasmine Woodland, and until next time, see ya.